Hey gang, Bison here. Today we are looking at what I consider a camping tool novelty item. This is the Gerber Stakeout Spark. Now I think a year or two ago Gerber came out with the regular Stakeout. This version is the same as the original, but it comes with a ferro rod. So let's take a look at it. Here it is in the packaging. Silica gel, some instructions in multiple languages. Don't need that. If you need instructions to use one of these, you shouldn't use them. Here's a look at it in the packaging. It is zip tied in. So we'll cut that. Okay, she's out of the box. Now right off the bat, looking at this thing, yeah. So here, out of the box on this side, we have our stakeout tool. Which you would just probably hold in this method as a hook to pull. You know, and looking at that, to buy a tool like this just for that is really kind of silly, because I know some of the stakes that don't have a little lanyard or a hook on it, this really may be kind of useless. I mean, this hook is slightly larger than, let me show you something. The newer Victorinox models, like this one here that I carry, has a parcel hook on it, which is obviously much smaller, but if you're using some of the smaller stakes with the lanyard, and I'll give you a little demonstration on that, this is pretty much all you need. Or a heavy duty stick, or even just a pair of pliers in the field. But, you know, if we're going to use this guy to pull out a stake, let me just grab one real quick. So, like, there's two types of stakes I use. You got one of these guys that has a little lanyard on it, and then you have like these guys who has the hook. So obviously the Victorinox parcel hook will be too small for that, but it does get a little grip on it. But it definitely will work on something like this. And that being said, if you are using a stake like that, maybe put a piece of paracord and make a loop at the end. Then that way you can use your parcel hook here, and even this. But the thing that doesn't make any sense to me is we have this hook that folds into here, but then they give us a little carabiner belt clip that doubles as a bottle opener, which will equally work just as well to pull out a stake. So that that's kind of silly. So that that's kind of silly. So looking at it even further, this side's got the parcel hook, nothing else here. On this side we have our pocket clip, which is not reversible, which I don't kind of like. I mean, for something like this, I would keep this clip to a bag or a pouch in the bag. I don't know why I would really want this in my pocket if I'm using this as an everyday multi-tool, but you need a lot more every day other than your Gerber mystery steel, don't know what this is, blade, which is absolutely insanely scary sharp. I've seen many videos on these already. They don't hold the edge that well, and they do kind of burr up. And on the side with the clip, we have a saw. And now what I notice, without even touching it, the release for the blade is a little bit difficult to get into because of your pocket clip being in the way. So, I mean, tool-wise, you have a saw and a main blade, and then you have these wire cutters on your pliers. It is not spring-loaded. It is very light and very comfortable, but squeezing it to get a good grip, I think at some point you're going to compromise the handle somehow because it's very, I would say, squishy. I don't know how to explain it. And then over here we have our fire steel, which, let me see how to get it out. Yeah, she just pulls out. And I mean, it's a nice little backup. Obviously something this tiny, it's not even maybe 2 inches. This would not be my primary fire starting method. This is an absolute backup, if anything. Folding it up. This is what we're looking at, and I've seen a lot of confusion in some videos. A lot of people didn't understand what this portion was for on the saw. They thought it was supposed to be sharpened, and they were complaining about that, but that is not meant to be a cutting edge. That is meant to strike your fire steel. So, I don't know, gang. I don't know if anybody has one of these. Let me know what you think, how you use it. To me, again, like I said, it's just like a cool little novelty to have. It's not something I would really want to depend on. But if you got nothing, this is absolutely something. I do have the Leatherman Signal, which again is a little more functional, but it has a very tiny fire steel on it, and it has a very small ferro rod. So if anybody has any of these tools, let me know what you think, how you like them, and we'll talk. Alright, gang, thanks for watching. Bye, and out.